Turn the volume up. Things are about to get raunchy.
There was one time that I slept with this girl. We went to a club up in Reno, and I used to know the bouncer, and he would get us into VIP. So if nobody had booked VIP, like I just go spot him $20 and he'd get us into VIP. And I would typically roll with a crew of like 10 or 12 people, no big deal, men and women, whatever. And so how VIP was, there was a little platform, and then you would step down onto the dance floor. And I'm looking off of the platform, and I'm kind of perusing like all the options available in the dance floor. And I see this girl, and I'm like, oh my God, right? And so we get together, we start talking, we start dancing, and next thing you know, we're hooking up. Problem was I didn't wrap my Jimmy. So I did the pull-out method. Very well could have a child somewhere. I have no clue. But the next day... Yeah, well, the next day, there was a Buffalo Wild Wings that had just opened up in town. And so I was like, okay, well, let's check out the Buffalo Wild Wings. So everybody who went to the club ended up going to the Buffalo Wild Wings the next day. And my buddy Jesse tried to prank me, and he threw a fucking blazing wing on my barbecue wings platter. I'm sitting there, and I'm eating my barbecue wings, right? And I bring up the fucking blazing wing, and I chew into it. I'm like, holy fucking shit. Like, that's wrong, right? And so I think I'm all right, whatever. Finish the wing. Then I got to piss. So I go into the bathroom, pull out my dick, and I'm pissing. Well, halfway through the piss, dude, my dick is burning the fuck off. And I come out, dude, and I'm like, oh my God, Jesse, you got to take me to the hospital. You got to take me to the fucking hospital. He's like, why? I'm like, that chick I hooked up with last night is a fucking burner. No. She's a fucking burner, and I need some Cool Whip, and I need some sour cream. And I just need to fucking do that shit because that's, oh my God, I thought I burned my dick off. And then he's like, dude, that's the blazing wing. And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't have a Ross Geller meltdown. We're cool.
I'm really glad that didn't take a turn when you started with I didn't have anything to wrap my Jimmy, and neither did she.
yeah, no shit. Well, that was probably 2012, bro, not 2024. So
that's true.
So we're good there. It's like, how do you like your pubes without a dick? Good. I appreciate that too.
I like the landing strip to have nothing on the runway.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Wait, you guys get manicured pussy? What? Just go in there with a bushwhacker.
Dude, your wife just pushed a fucking Doberman pinscher through a cat door. Like, I don't expect her to fucking trim anything yet, bro. Like,
I mean, we're at the stage now. It's like I'm just lucky enough to get a piece of that ass, so I should just take whatever forest is available. You know.
Yeah.
I like my explorer's badge on my little scouts, vest. So we're all here, you know. And
going back to WWE teams, you like the Bushwhackers.
I like the Bushwhackers. You should just keep that whole story in, and we're just going to roll right now into the beginning of the episode after the beginning of B-Word's story, and just let AJ take it away, because that was a great intro story, B-Word. You better not cut that shit, because I'll just post it.
All right, fuck it. I won't cut it. That's fine.
I know the password, motherfucker.
Well, AJ, how was your week then, man, since that's out there?
My week was very busy. Very, very busy. It slowed down with how much reading I had to do, which is good. I didn't have to do as many chapters this week.
Because you're a slow reader, or?
No, I'm actually like super fucking fast now. When I first started, dude, it would take me 2 hours to get through 3 pages. I'm not kidding. Like, this ADHD and dyslexia fucks me up. But now I can get through 65 pages in like 4 days. Like, I'm doing pretty well with it. But that's good. But this time I only had 30 pages. So I was like, all right, cool.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
Jason's stoned, man. We found him. All we had to do was just pop up a 420 fest in Denver. Got the motherfucker. But it was busy because I did other stuff on the side with it. But today was actually like kind of rough. It was kind of a rough day because my she's sick, and I thought it was just I was hoping it was just gonna be allergies, but today she was definitely very pale, kind of mild fever, and I was like, all right, fuck. And today I'd booked a U-Haul to go dump out my storage unit with everything in it from under the sun that was from my previous marriage. So I'm having to haul out all this shit that was from, my ex's kids that I don't talk with anymore. All the baby stuff from Avery, all the pictures. I'm sitting there fucking hauling all this out in the rain, by the way. In the rain, I'm doing all this shit while my kid is sick, sitting in the car, and I'm feeling like the worst dad in the world. And it was rough. So I was trying to figure out something to do later to have like a good meal for. And then I went and I had this recipe from scratch vodka blush sauce. So I did that and it came out pretty good. So like I had a W today,
Nice.
count that W, but it was a rough day, boys. It was a rough day.
Yeah, I imagine I've had to clean out storage sheds and apartments and shit before. It's kind of rough, man. I feel for you. What about you, BZ?
Not bad. Well, been pretty busy myself. I have a sick kid as well, which is always fun. We are moving our offices to the new building, so we got like $15 million worth of inventory. We've got to catalog and get shipped over to the new branch and all that fun stuff. And then my grandmother passed away yesterday, so it's just been a good kicking off the 2024, man. But I mean, other than that, it's been not too bad. Been looking forward to doing this.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah,
I'll bet. It makes my hot dick story kind of sound pretty stupid after that. So
Jordan might come in with one and just round it out. Round it out. Bring it right back. Give us something good, Jordan.
So I was at a club last night, and I'm in the VIP, right? And these VIP has these boxes. They're like platforms, right?
You in a club? That'd be the last.
Fast forward. My dick is on fire right now. Okay, on fire. No, it was interesting. I had my last week of work at a place I've been with for 16 years, and started a new job this week. So I'm excited. It was definitely emotional, and it's tough, but I feel like the right thing to do. And so I get more time with my kids, more time with my family. So it was tough, but it was good at the same time. And then this weekend, took everything inside of me to watch my stupid fucking football team, knowing that I was like, B-Word already had his phone lined up, ready to text me, ready to just barrage me. And then, my team's a better team than the Cowboys. They figured out a way to pull it out, even when, they shouldn't have. So then B-Word had to delete all his shit and save it as a draft for next weekend. So it'll come around.
I'll be flat honest, dude. I haven't had anything in my phone, but I was at a birthday party yesterday. And here's something that's kind of funny. So in Nevada, we have this thing called Nevada Day, right? So Stone knows about it. Jordan knows about it. But in northern Nevada, we celebrate that shit. We have parades, and we have dude. It's a drunken mess. It's one of my favorite holidays. One of my favorite fucking holidays. Well, anyway, I have a friend of mine whose birthday is right around Nevada Day, and this last year her birthday was on Nevada Day. Well, I showed up to Nevada Day ready to drink, and I completely forgot her birthday. Well, I wasn't the only person. Everybody else forgot her birthday too. So once I figured out it was her birthday, I was like, oh, happy birthday. And I felt like a fucking asshole. But long story short, we ended up doing a birthday dinner for a different friend in December. And while we were at dinner, somebody had said something about how it was planned or whatever. And my friend whose birthday was missed said, well, yeah, if I don't plan my own birthday, it never happens. And I was like, facts, but whatever. So two of my friends decided that they were going to throw her a surprise party yesterday, and so I went to this surprise party, and there was about 6 49ers fans, and they had plugged in YouTube TV, and it's going on while this party's going on, and people are hovering around the TV. Well, YouTube TV has a delay. It has a delay of like 45 seconds or a minute or something like that. So I hop on my phone on the NFL app, and I'm watching this game. And then every time the Packers scored, I'd be like, I bet they're going to score right here. I bet they're going to score right here. And all these 49ers fans are like, no, they're not. No, they're not. And I'm like, I'll bet you they're going to score. And they're going to throw it to fucking this person. And he's going to get 7. Sure as shit. People are looking at me like they want to kill me, man. I'll tell you what, I would have been killed and it would have been fine because I would have, that's the way I want to go out right there. That's the way
People
I want to go
thinking
out.
you're
I want
the
to go out.
Oracle.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but somebody just stabbing me because they're super angry at my mouth. Like that would just be fantastic. That's
You're
the way
not
to go.
even saying anything about the Cowboys at that point. It's just on
No.
principle.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
because you're a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, and I just hate the 49ers. Like, I love Noam, and I love some other fans of the 49ers. But generically, and I learned this week. Well, I didn't learn this week, but I realized it again this week, is that generically, fans of certain teams are absolutely fucking toxic. And that's the 49er fans, it's the Cowboys fans, it's the Eagles fans, it's some other fans that are out there. And the Cowboys fans right now would sell themselves to the devil just to be right on certain topics. They're wanting to trade Dak. They're wanting to do all this sort of shit. And some of the things that they want, like, I get why you think that way, but what you want is not possible. Like, let's talk possibilities. And these 49ers fans are of that sort of cloth. They're fans of the 49ers because the 49ers are winning. They're not fans of the 49ers because the 49ers are a team. So I had a blast trying to watch them lose in person. So I was hoping to see tears, and instead I saw them defeat a team by 1 point, and that was my story on that.
Hey, 1 point, 10 points, and that's a fucking nut, homie.
That's
It is.
I actually had messages lined up for Jordan,
I bet
and like
you
the
did.
Super Bowl merch, it went to Ghana instead.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, I swear to
Yeah.
God, if they pull this off,
Yeah.
It was a good game. It was a good weekend of games, though.
It
Like,
was.
if
It
we're,
was.
like the Texans game probably didn't live up to the hype, but I expected that from the Texans.
That was the most boring game of all 4.
All the rest of the games. They were good, man. They were battles, and every team deserved to be there. So
Agree.
that's all I can say, man.
I say just give 'em hell.
This week, Stoned created our rundown, and I'm so happy for that. So the next topic we're going to talk about is called I Couldn't Believe It. So, Stone, you want to run through this with us?
hell yeah. This is just a story. Think of something in your catalog of stories you got in your brain. Just, you couldn't believe it. You couldn't believe you were at that specific moment in that specific place watching that specific event. For example, I think I told you, B-Word and Jordan about this, but I haven't told you, Busy. So a while back, my kid's in pre-K, and she had this little like winter get together concert that they were doing that was like 40 minutes long, bunch of songs that they went through and stuff. When we went there, now mind you, this is a program that is like ran by the city, and it's like cheap to get into, right? So when I went in there, I was seeing like all walks of life in there, and I was like, all right, like we're all here to like watch our kids like winter recital. This is great. And then about halfway through it, I realized that this wasn't like a normal thing to go to. Like this wasn't, like we weren't watching a winter recital in like Richville. Like we're watching this where everyone can't afford to go to school watching this. And halfway through, they about stopped halfway through. A bunch of adults telling other adults, sit the fuck down, like in front of other like small kids, about to ready to like throw fists at each other. And I was like, damn, okay. And that's like part of it. The other part of it was I'm watching all these kids on stage. They're going through these songs. The first 2 songs they were just giving the microphone to random kids to sing, right? And they give this kid the microphone, and he starts going A, B, C, D in the microphone, and he quickly get it from him, give it to another kid. 1, 2, 3, grab the microphone.
No.
And they give it to another kid, and he's sitting there singing "Santa's Coming to Town," but the song is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I'm fucking crying. I'm laughing so hard. I'm like, this is great. And like right at the beginning, the third part to this, I noticed this kid that's in the middle, arms crossed, and he is looking pissed. Doesn't want to be there at all. Not singing, frown on his face. He looked like he's about to throw. So he does start throwing. About three
Nice.
quarters of the way through the recital, all of a sudden I see this commotion in my peripheral because I'm looking at my